John F. Kennedy died in office. Then the Vice President, Lyndon B. Johnson, became president. What amendment makes this possible? Thank you, Bill. The 20th Amendment states that if the elected president dies, then the role will then be passed on to the vice president. But in the event that the president or vice president fails to qualify for the presidential position, the vice president previously will take over. Me, news reporter Greg, and my tie, Gregathus, are here outside of the Congress Assembly, which takes place at noon, January 3rd, once a year at this time, unless appointed otherwise by a form of law.
I have a unanimous consent request.
Gentleman from Louisiana is recognized.
Seek unanimous consent to enter into the record a letter dated January 12, 2021 by Louisiana Attorney General Jeff Landry, where he decries all political violence and calls for an end to that and asks for respect for all political viewpoints.
Without objection.
Another thing we can examine because he's not here. Very good.
No, you can
Thank
examine
you.
it. It's a document. He's going to
No, examine him for what he wrote and the intent behind what he said.
Well, I would just
okay.
I would just point out that that's unanimous consents are for documents, and we got the document right here that he handed to you.
Mr. Chairman, I would ask unanimous consent.
The chair now recognizes Ms.
Mr.
Wasserman
Chairman,
Schultz for her 5
I have a
minutes.
unanimous consent request, Mr. Chairman.
Pardon?
I have a unanimous.
Oh, okay. General is recognized for unanimous consent request.
As you can see, this is a very important moment in history. This happens at least once a year. It kind of just keeps them doing their job, but here you go. Another point that the 20th Amendment makes is that the president and vice president's term must end at noon of the 20th day of January, and the terms of the senators and representatives end at noon of January 3rd, the same day that the Congress will assemble. The reason why the 20th Amendment was created was so that we could stay away from having excessively long terms or numbers of terms from presidents or people in Congress. The 20th Amendment has 6 sections, one of them stating that the amendment will take effect October 15th after the ratification of the amendment. The sources I've used for this video include YouTube channels, Channel Television, as.com, and constitutional.congress.gov.